Hello everybody and welcome back to our modern mansion tutorial. So before this video begins, I just want to say there is a surprise at the end of the video, a little sneak preview at what's to come. So make sure you stick to the end, or if you want to cheat, skip to the end. But other than that, we're just going to get right in. So where we left off, we had just finished this kind of whole loop area here. Where it kind of leads to a kitchen. We have a bar area, we have the formal dining area, and then we had kind of a sitting area here and the staircase going up. So that left this area, which we're going to be using for mostly living space, and upstairs still to furnish. Okay, so first things first, I think we're going to start in this area. So one thing that this house still needs is a bathroom. So I think that we're going to put that probably against this wall, but I don't want to try and, or rather I don't want to close the space here up too much. So I'm thinking if we potentially just go out 4 blocks, that we might be able to get away with that. I am worried though that it's going to close this whole place up too much, so we're just going to kind of tentatively put the walls up, and then we'll see how it looks from there. Okay, so for the other wall here, I think I'm going to use stripped oak wood still. So it's the space, once we put a wall here, you should have a 4x3 space for the bathroom on the inside with no windows. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of take a look and see how that affects the spatial qualities of the building. It is a bit cramped and less open than I'd like for the main living room, but we kind of do have this smaller living area here. So I think we're going to keep the bathroom there for now, and then we're going to work on the living room in here. Okay, so before I begin, I think this spot rather right here needs a light. So I'm just going to kind of go with a similar theme to what I've been doing, which is this polished diorite slab, and then we're just going to kind of put a actually we might make it here. And we're just going to go for kind of an 8 block ring with a lantern in the middle, and then over here again 2 blocks out we're going to put another 8 block ring with a lantern in the middle, and that just keeps the space nicely lit, and more importantly will keep the bats from spawning too much. So where I've put the door right here, I'm not really liking. I think it's just too it's too much of a weird, like, hard to access spot for the rest of the house. So I'm going to move the doorway for the bathroom to right here. In fact, we might keep the block at the top there. And that way it just kind of becomes more accessible to the rest of the house. Definitely going to have to light this place up. There we are. So for the living area, we definitely want to have kind of a large sort of focus on this back wall here. I'm thinking maybe some sort of sleek fireplace design, but we still have a huge amount of area to fill. So what I think might be a good idea to do is put in some kind of patio door right here. So to do that, I'm just going to go, it's a block from where this finishes, and we'll go all the way to the top, and then we'll go the block next to that as well. So 2 blocks punched out, and then we're going to go kind of old school. And then we need a door handle. I'm going to use an end rod for the door handles, as it keeps it nice and simple, like that. And there we go, there's some nice patio doors to the outside now. So that, I'm hoping, is going to really open this space up a little bit. And then we might even put kind of patio doors in this section as well, and then we can try and link the 2 spaces a little bit more using like the landscaping, maybe like a deck that links the 2, just something to try and connect this space to the rest of the house. Okay, so for the living room itself, I think we're going to put kind of another wall on here. I'm thinking just getting some smooth quartz stairs, and we might put a kind of shelved wall in, like that, and then we're just leaving room in the middle for the fireplace to go. So I'm gonna break both of these blocks here, and I'll replace them with the concrete, or not these ones back here rather. These are going to become netherrack. Or actually I might even use campfire. Maybe that'll look better. We'll have a look. So there we have campfire in. I'm kind of liking that, as long as it doesn't burn this house down, which is a worry. Well, burning the floor down anyway. So we're just going to get a glass front to that as soon as I can find the block for it. And then on top of our glass here, we're just going to put, I think, polished diorite for now. We're still getting a lot of smoke coming through, which I'm not a fan of. So what I might actually do is replace it with netherrack, and then we'll use fire, as I don't think that produces quite as much smoke. So we're still getting some smoke coming through, but it's nowhere near as much as it was. So I'm kind of happy with that right now. So we have to figure out what we want to do with this back piece here. I'm thinking of putting in like a TV, which I think I'm going to use black stained glass for. And we're just going to have a 2x6 TV at the back here, like that. So to accompany this, we obviously need some couches, and then we're going to need to put something on this wall, probably just like a shelving unit, something kind of to go with the modern feel. First thing, I'm just going to get rid of some of these lighting fixtures. I'm not really liking them. Obviously they were just temporary to keep bats away, so I was hoping the fire would light it up a little bit better than it is, but we'll make do. So again, for couches, I think I'm going to use World Edit, and I'm going to use the iron door accompanying white beds. So I'm just going to put those into my inventory. First, though, I am going to put a kind of a coffee table down. So I'll sort that out, and then we'll look at putting in the couches. So I really want kind of a glass table. I think I might put a carpet on top. I'm just going to use white carpet for now. So if I put a 2x6 table in, we'll see kind of how that ends up looking. So I'm liking this as our coffee table right now. I'm not liking my house catching on fire though. So I'm going to deal with that real quick before that gets out of control. Okay, so we're going to have to figure out a fix to this real quick. I think the floor around here is going to have to get changed. Hopefully that's going to be enough to stop that from happening again. What are we? I think maybe I'll try gravel as the floor, maybe. If we just put kind of a gravel section. Okay, so I've put a gravel section in now around where the floor just caught fire. So that's just level with where our shelves go, and then it goes back 5 blocks from there. And then I'm going to rebuild the coffee table. I'm going to put it, oh, not there, I'm going to put it right here. Oh, this is with black glass. We want normal glass. There. So that's going to go right here. Again, 6 blocks, and we're still going to use carpet. And we're going to hope that that this carpet doesn't catch on fire as well. We've moved it back a block. So then after we've put this in, now I'll look at putting in some couches, and then something not made of wood to go on this wall here. Okay, so I have the couches now done. Looking at this kind of living room, I'm not too sure about having such a high table, so I think I'm going to destroy it for now, and then see if I can replace it with something lower down. I'm thinking right now just putting smooth quartz maybe for the there it is for the table as a slab, just to kind of keep everything low to the ground. So we're still going to be the 2x3, just like that. And I think that's looking okay as the living room. Part of me wants to try using the quartz again here. Just have to be very quick so as not to set fire to anything. And I kind of like that, the way that the black TV contrasts with the white. So I'm going to leave that right now as the main living room. So then that kind of leaves this open as a entrance area. So really, the only major space to deal with is this one here. But first, I'm going to put something on the wall here. So instead what I think I'm going to do is I'm just going to continue the shelf all the way across, and then we'll put it again on this side, even though it doesn't quite join with the glass, but we won't worry about that. Just to kind of complete the room. Okay, so the next part I'm going to do is I'm just going to put a small table here at the entrance. I'm just going to put snow on top of it as kind of a top piece. Just like that. And then up here I'm just going to put a painting. I'm thinking 1 wide, 2 high, just to keep it from being too distracting. Well, it looks like those are our only 2 options, so we're going to stick with the purple flowers right now. Oh, and there's a chicken. Hey, buddy. Okay, so now we really just have this long space in here. We just have to figure out, for one, how to utilize the window nicely, and secondly, how we're going to kind of keep things so it doesn't feel like just a long kind of void between our living space and our other kind of living areas around here. So one small thing I just did that I kind of like is I just placed white banners here as sort of blinds on the window, and then I might just put another one here so it looks like they've kind of been pulled to reveal the middle section. That just gives a bit of privacy from outside, and also blocks out the light when you want it, right? So for the feature that we've been trying to figure out, I think what I might do is just put a shelf in on the wall here by the bathroom. So just something like the polished diorite stairs. Whoop, and we're just going to go all the way up the wall like that. And then it's just something as you walk by. And then I'm going to use probably a rug for the floor. So we just want something kind of simple. So I've just got white and light grey carpet, and then I'm just going to do a sort of design. So it's 6 blocks long right now. We just have like that sort of design. I might actually move this over one just so it's or no, I like it centered to the walkway or the entranceway here. So the last kind of thing to do for this section is now we have to figure out a light. I'm just going to keep to the same lights that I've been using throughout this house for consistency's sake. So we're just going to do a kind of polished diorite slab design at the top, and then we're going to put lanterns inside that. So I'm just going to have this almost number 8 kind of shape, and then we're just going to put two lanterns inside it there, and then we have a large space up here as well to deal with, so I'm just going to place a lantern up there and then surround that with diorite slab as well, and that just keeps the whole place really well lit the whole way through. And then it kind of opens up and we have this nice living room, and then hopefully we're going to be able to link this to kind of this space here with another door that we're going to put in here when we get to doing the landscaping. So for this kind of wing of the house, the last thing that's left to do is the bathroom in here. So first things first, I'm just going to deal with the light right off. I'm just using the diorite around the lights just to kind of, for one, it hides them on the side profile a little bit, but it also just kind of adds a different ceiling plane, which I'm kind of a fan of. So I'm just going to set the time to day, and then we'll work on the bathroom. Okay, so first things first, we need a toilet. Or actually, I guess first things first, we kind of need a door. That's kind of... So the doorway that I've gone for is just it's just a dark oak door and then 2 trapdoors above it. So then when you come in, I kind of like the sink to be right here. So I'm just going to grab a cauldron, and then I'm going to use polished diorite again. Kind of want a gray theme. But we are going to need to do something about the front, so I think potentially a white front with the iron door, and then we'll just use World Edit to bring those down. Okay, so next for the bathroom, I'm going to put in a sink, or not a sink, rather a tap. So we still have to fit a toilet. I'm thinking this is just going to be a half bath in here. So it really is just the toilet now to figure out. So for that, I'm just going to go for quartz stairs and quartz slab and just build up 3 of those. And there you go. There is a toilet. So the last thing a bathroom kind of needs is a hand towel. So we're just going to use a white banner for that, which we already have. And we're just going to put that kind of there. You got a nice towel for when you need to dry your hands off. So the last part that we need to change for the bathroom is the floor. I don't really want it to have the same floor as everything else, so I'll just look for something. So in the end, I've just gone for snow. It's nothing too fancy. Hopefully it doesn't melt, but it just keeps it a little bit more light on the inside, as that is quite a dark room. So then that kind of finishes this wing of the house. So we have our living area, we have a door in here, and then we have a bathroom here. So that leaves upstairs now as the only place left to furnish. So upstairs, I think the first thing to do is just to put a rough floor plan in as to where everything is going to go. I think this house is just going to be a 2-bedroom, kind of a master bedroom, and then a smaller one, although we might fit a 3rd one in. It'll just depend on how big we want them to be, I think. We have kind of left an awkward spacing of things because the staircase kind of comes up in the middle, which isn't ideal if you want to put a hallway in anywhere. So what I'm hoping is I can put kind of a bedroom and a bathroom on this side, and then maybe we can put another bedroom, a master bedroom, and a bathroom on this side, and kind of have the hallway down the middle of the house. So I'm just going to outline with white concrete, kind of where I'm thinking of potentially putting kind of hallways and such. So it might go all the way around, I think. We'll leave 1 block here on either side just to try and keep it a little more open. And then this can be a hallway that leads... Whoa, it is raining. So then this can kind of lead down to here, where we can put a bedroom. And again, it can lead down here. Okay, so I think the final floor plan is going to be somewhat like this. I think that's going to have to go there. So what I'm thinking is you'll kind of come up, there'll be a nice window here that'll look over the backyard, and then you'll have the master bedroom will be in here. It's kind of an awkward shape. It's got an ensuite in this part. I'm thinking a bed could go at either end here. Obviously you want to leave it open for access on both sides, so that'll be kind of a challenge to figure out. There can be a bedroom here, and then there can be another bedroom here. This bedroom's going to be kind of dark, so I may put a window on this wall, and then the final room will be a bathroom here, obviously with blinds along this large window, or maybe even putting in wood like we have there. So the more I think about this master bedroom, the more of a pain the ensuite going where it is will be. So I think the ensuite's going to have to move and maybe, oh, wrong block, but maybe try and squeeze it in. Again, the wrong block. Squeeze it in here. And again, we'll just have to have a blind. Now, I did put a kind of balcony space in episode 1, so I think this is going to have to be accessible here, and then there'll have to be a cutoff there so they can't kind of peep into the bathroom, and then the rest can all be master bedroom balcony space. So that kind of leaves this area as the master bedroom, which I much prefer. It leaves much more room for a bed, and then we have our 2 other bedrooms here. So one biggest concern here is this room has really not got much window, so I'm going to look to shorten this by a block. I know it correlates to downstairs, so I'm just going to check which block I can thin it by. Okay, so it looks like I can get rid of this block here. And then glass just needs to go up to here. And then we'll section that off. Whoop. So I just put the glass forward, or to this side rather, one block here, and shortened the wood. So now we have 3 full blocks of glass, and then I've just sectioned it off so the balcony ends here for this room. Okay, so the first room that I'm going to do upstairs is this bathroom. So the very first thing I'm going to do with it is I'm going to put in just a small kind of oak bit, and that means I can remove this middle piece here, and we're just going to have 3 blocks of oak, although I have messed up the grain. There we go. Just going like that, and then the same thing I'm just going to do here quickly, so that where the wall meets the glass, it's meeting oak instead, or I put that too far forward. There we go, like that. So the rest of the wall, I'm still going to make it out of the concrete, I think. I'm going to try and keep some variation in materials throughout, so this wall might not be concrete. I'm just going to do the same over here just to make sure it's symmetrical. So this wall here, I think I could get away with making it the stripped birch, as that's not our floor for this upper level. So I'm going to build this whole wall from the stripped birch. It just keeps it light, but also kind of keeps a bit of variation, not everything white, which is definitely a plus. Okay, so that kind of leaves us this area as a bathroom, so I'm just going to go ahead and put blinds in. We'll just put it, you know what, I might have to leave those blocks free, but that we can definitely do. So this definitely needs a shower, so for the shower I'm going to use Acacia Trapdoors, and I'm going to put it right here, so that can be our, or that could be our shower head, and then we can put Acacia Trapdoors, we'll put them here. So now, as we can see, we kind of have a nice sectioned off shower part. So now we just need to put the sink in and the toilet. So I'm thinking the toilet can go on the end here, and the sink can go over here. Okay, so I've finished the bathroom off. I just used polished diorite and the Acacia Trapdoors again. So we have our sink, our toilet, and then we have our shower. And it creates just a nice open bathroom with plenty of light coming in through the window. So the next room I'm going to furnish is going to be the adjacent bedroom here. This is the smallest bedroom in the house. So I'm going to keep the symmetrical material choice. I'm not actually a fan of how the woods contrast, so I think I'm actually going to switch this over to oak, and same on the other side. So now as we come in, there's a lot of white concrete. But that's okay because we're going to spruce it up a little bit with the furniture. So the first thing I'm going to put in is a light fixture. So for that I'm just going to do the same as I have been throughout. I'm just going to need to see the dimensions of the room. It is 3, 4, 5, so 6 blocks by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so 6 by 6. So I think I'm just going to make it line up with the doorway, as there is no middle block to the room, which is kind of a pain, but what can you do? So there we go. I'm going to put kind of blinds on the window here as well, as it's a bedroom. So for the board, the backboard on the bed, I'm going to use the oak wood, and I'm going to make that 3 blocks, but the bed I'm actually only going to make 2 blocks. It's just going to be kind of a feature to make it out, bring it out by 1. I'm going to use light grey for the bed material, and I'm just going to make that, I think, 2 by 4, and then we're going to grab some snow and use that as a pillow on the bed. So there we go, that's our bed. So now we just need to put a desk, I think, is going to go in. So I'm going to destroy this here so I can make a 3-block desk. And what looks really good is if you use scaffolding and grab a birch trapdoor. And you can put the scaffolding like that, and trapdoors all along the top. Oh, except not along the top this time, so we're going to put it like that. So then we just need a chair to go with this, so I think for a chair I'm just going to go kind of simple. Smooth quartz slab, and then we'll use an iron door, and we're going to use the full height of the door this time for the chair. So now we got kind of a nice small room coming along. I think it needs something along the back here, so I'm going to use diorite to make a shelf again. So we're just going to go 3 height for that. And then the last thing that it needs is kind of a rug on the floor to break up all the white. So I'm going to grab light grey, or maybe I'll grab white wool for that. I know I said it's going to break up the white, but sometimes different whites will just complement each other nicely. So that works okay. I think it needs a painting on the wall because the intersection of the two concrete walls looks a bit bland. So if I just put a painting, oh, we're going to get huge ones. Oh, wrong. So I'm just going to use that as a painting on the wall. And there we go. We kind of have this small bedroom in the house. So now that just leaves 2 bedrooms left to do. This wall I think is going to have to be concrete to keep the consistency with the one below it. So we're just going to build that up right now. So continuing in this room, which is going to be the larger bedroom, but still not the master bedroom. The first thing I need to do is put some lights in, so we're just going to see where we want those to go. Okay, so we just have kind of a double light here, so we need to put a door in for access to the balcony. So that I think might have to open inwards, so we're just going to put that in right now. And we can cheat another light out of that with the end rod. And this corner is really, really dark right now. I know that shaders makes it worse, but man, it is dark. So I'm going to put the bed on here. It doesn't really need a headboard, I don't think. So we're just going to go for another 2x4 bed. And then we can put our snow. Then we're just going to put another shelf on like this. This one can probably go all the way to 4 blocks. And then the desk I think is going to go in this kind of corner. We need to put some sort of light on the desk, like a desk lamp design, as it is massively dark. We're getting some really glitchy light coming in from outside right now, but honestly, I think we might just put a lantern on top. So we're going to put the same kind of chair design as we did in the other room. So that's just going to be a smooth quartz slab with the iron door behind it, just like that. And then we're going to put a rug on the floor. I think this time we might use light grey. And we're just going to put it, oh, not the wool, the carpet. There we are. Cool. So now we have kind of a nice larger bedroom. We're going to put kind of a nightstand here. I think for that I might just use scaffolding again. We could even put one either side. Be a little bit fancy. Nice. And so on that we're going to put some sea pickles, nice little candles. Put 2 of them, just like that. And then I think this might need to, yeah, this needs to come across 1 block to make a 1 block wide doorway, just like that. So now we have kind of a nice bedroom in here, and then the balcony, which takes you over to here, at the front of the house. So up here I just want to put a rug, so I'm going to put one. Sometimes you just got to have a rug, you know. So it's just dark grey. It's just to have something there. And then I think this white concrete is going to go on the other side here, and it is raining again. So this master bedroom is very, very, very white. So I think that the ensuite is going to have to go oak. And again, we're going to go oak here. I am as well going to make this whole bit oak, which might mean that it's worth bringing the door over there, like that. And then we can destroy the middle piece. I think I destroyed the wrong piece there, like that. There we go. So now this wall is still looking very white, so I am just going to put oak on it like this, and then we can use that as kind of a headboard type thing as well if we want for the big bed that we're going to be putting in. So again, I'm going to use the light grey for the bed, 4 long, and this one's going to be 3 wide, like that. And we're going to continue this wall out another 1, so that we can put a nightstand at either side. So we just want carpet on top, and that's, oh, not on the bottom, on the top. And that's going to be our pillow. And then I think again we're just going to use scaffolding for our bedside table. We can put a sea pickle on it again. And this one we'll put a lantern on. Maybe we'll put an end rod on it. I don't know what it would be. Little desk light type thing. What if I put carpet on that? Maybe that'd look, or a hopper. That look too top heavy? Probably would. Oh, and that's gonna melt our snow. So we're not gonna do that. They can have candles too. So we want some lanterns to light the room up. So I'm gonna put. What do you reckon we can get away with? Will that melt? We'll find out. Okay, so I'd like kind of a lamp to provide some uplight. It's very dark because it's dark outside, so I'm just going to change the time. So just this corner, so I'm going to grab a hopper and an end rod. So there we go, that just keeps the room nice and light. So this is going to need a kind of big dresser type thing. I think that might have to go in here. So, and then I'm going to get light grey banners and just use those to kind of mark cupboard doors type things. So one thing I want to change is just open up the entranceway a little more. So I'm really not liking how closed it is right now, so I think I'm going to move the doorway to the middle piece. Whoop. Just like that, which means that we have to do the same on this side too, just to keep it symmetrical. Perfect. So this is then our master bedroom. It's got to have a doorway as well, so we're going to put that in here. And we'll have it open on this side so it doesn't get all messed up on the wood there. And we'll get our nice little light. And it is raining. Oh, it's thundering this time. Okay, so we're just putting in a rug. Still using the light grey. And this is our master bedroom. And it just needs an ensuite now. So this is a very small area for an ensuite, so it's going to have to be very compact. So our shower cubicle is going to be made with, again, these trapdoors, and I think it might have to be just a 1 block little one tucked off at the corner here. So to keep it to 1 block, we'll put the acacia here, we'll put the acacia there, and then the final one will have to go on the outside. But then as you can see, our shower cubicle is super tiny, although actually we can make it a little bigger. We could go like this. So it kind of gets in the way on the way in, but there you go. I think we'll keep that. So this does need a light, actually. I'm just going to put that in right now. We'll put it there. I'm not going to put anything around this one just because there's not really room. Although I could. Maybe I will. Yeah, I did. Okay. So the sink is going to have to go probably right in the corner here. I'm just going to make it the same as the last one. There we go. We'll put diorite and then grab this. Perfect. And then we just need a toilet, which we're going to put right by the front window of the house, because who wouldn't love that? You know what, the toilet design for this one, I think we might have to go with the snow one. So I'm going to do that right now. Perfect. So now the very last thing is just some blinds. We need blinds for the master room as well as the ensuite. So we're going to just put those in. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. We're going to put a couple there. We'll put a couple there. And then we'll put them by the toilet. Wonderful. Okay, so now the last thing to do is we just need to put a light fixture for this kind of landing area. So I'm going to put a lantern spaced 2 blocks apart, kind of leaving the 2 blocks level with the stairs free. And then we're just going to build around it with the diorite. Just like that. Perfect. So now, there you have it. That is the full upstairs furnish. So we have our bathroom here. We have our first bedroom. We have our small bedroom. And then we have our master bedroom in here with its ensuite. So now if we go downstairs, it's the full interior of the house now finished. So we'll just take a quick tour. So we have our entranceway, nice seating area that takes us through to our kitchen with a bar area. We have our dining room. We have a bathroom in here. And then we have the living room right over here. So make sure you tune in for the next episode where we'll do the landscaping and kind of finishing touches to the house. I'm super excited for that. That should be up very shortly. And as promised, there is a surprise at the end of the video. So keep watching. Okay, so I said that there was a surprise at the end of the video and a sneak peek at what's to come. And this is it right here. So this is what I'm working on at the moment. It's a 100-foot super yacht. And there's going to be a full tutorial on how to build this. It's not done at the moment, so you get to see it with all the details when it's done. So if you want to catch that, then make sure you subscribe because it's coming out very soon. And I'm super excited about it, and you guys all should be as well.